We live? Okay, so welcome back to Becky's by the Bay, where I have the craziest kind of hair you could ever imagine. It's always been thick, curly, frizzy, crazy, and out of control. So we're gonna try and fix all this. Wash my hands one more time. So we are trying out a recipe by the Thermal Mermaid, and gosh, it's not a cheap recipe. It has got lots of good stuff in it. So we've got distilled water, coconut milk. Now I'm going to be actually using coconut cream because my hair is very dry and I want supreme hydration. It says hemp seed oil. It says argan oil, but I personally don't like argan oil. I feel like it leaves a tackiness to my hair. So you can use either obsidian oil, which is quite expensive. So I'm going to go with a expensive less expensive oil. This is apricot kernel oil. This is really good. And I'm going to be adding some jojoba oil. And we're adding silk aminos. And then to combine the water with the oils, we're going to be using an emulsifying wax. This is called E-Wax Soft and Silky. This is a little bit better grade than just your regular E-Wax. This is what I use in our lotions, and it gives it a more hydrating, creamier, softer feel again. And so I think that would be really good. And this is quite expensive. It is your BTM S50. This is a conditioner wax emulsifier. So this is also very hydrating. This is very expensive. This was over a little over $7, 2 ounces. So we're doing half of that and half of the other E-Wax. And then you're going to need a preservative. So you're going to need a preservative. I'm going to be using the Crafter's Choice Jamal Plus. And you can color this. I'm not going to color it. I think that's silly. You could add a scent to it. I'm actually not going to scent it. I don't want my hair smelling like anything weird. I don't know. I just don't feel like adding any kind of scent to it. I just want to condition my hair. So if it feels good and I want to add scent later, maybe I'll try that. But I think we're just going to do it unscented. And that's what we're going to do. So I've measured it out. My distilled water here, and it says to heat it up. So we're going to turn that on. I've measured out all of my waxes and oils here. And let's see, it says bring this to, doesn't even say a temperature, which is interesting. So I'm thinking it's got to be upwards around 140 or so because that's what we do for lotions. So it says melt the BTMS in the oils, immediately stir until it's blended. Just stick blend, add the coconut milk, and then it'll start thickening. That's it. I mean, super simple. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're gonna get this up to temperature, and it's at 72. And I'm going to probably should have put this in a pot too, but I think I'm gonna. Yeah, it doesn't melt in the microwave. So, gonna spritz my pot down with some 91% rubbing alcohol. Make sure it's super clean. And I just get my paper towel. The whole outside. So I'm gonna put that here. Start heating this up and get me a spatula. And this is the first time I've attempted a conditioner, so it's something I've wanted to do for a while and just either A, didn't have the ingredients or didn't find a recipe yet that I thought would probably work good. So This one sounded like it was really good. I love hemp oil. I find it very hydrating and nourishing. I love the apricot oil. It goes and penetrates really well either into your skin or to your hair follicles. Jojoba is like next to the next closest thing to the sebum that your body makes naturally, and so that is readily absorbed as well. I'm gonna get all of this good stuff in here. So I think those are all good choices. I've been trying to work on a shampoo, and I don't know that I'm quite happy with my shampoo just yet. So we're going to keep experimenting on the shampoo. But I think this is going to be a really good, we're at 110, really good conditioner. So this is what I normally have been getting from Walmart. What is it, like $7 for 13 ounces? And this is probably the best thing that's been working well for my hair, but I still want something a little bit more hydrating. I just have very, very dry, curly hair, and I condition my hair every day. I don't wash my hair every day because that strips out all the oils. So I wash it probably twice a week, but I get in the shower or in the bath and I scrub my scalp every day and I condition my hair every day. So we are at 120 something there. I'm going to take that one off the burner. And then we're melting this one down. Switch burner so I have something closer to me. And then I'm going to go wash up and try this out. And I'm going to wash my hair with my shampoo bar. And then I'm going to condition it. And I will come back and show you guys what my hair looks like. Since now you saw what it looked like before. All crazy, which is why it's usually up in braids or a ponytail, or we've just got really high humidity here usually in South Texas, and it is just frizzy crazy. I don't ever even wear my hair down hardly, except at night when I'm home. So we are getting this melted. I have not worked with this BT Miss 50 before, so it looks like it takes a fairly high heat to get it melted because we are at 180, and I'm gonna just take it off the burner. And that's hot, but it still keeps like re-waxing. I don't even know if that's a term. Re-waxing. So she did not give any kind of temperature guidelines for this. I just know I don't want to have it too hot. Although this is not fully melted, so it keeps doing its thing here. So I don't know about that. All right, I'm gonna put this one distilled water back on my burner because the temperature difference probably is not. It needs to probably be close. So probably need to bring this up to like 150, 160. I'm at 120. This just does not stay fully melted. That is interesting. All right, so we're bringing this one up to temperature. This is a temperature gain. Make sure you have a trusty temperature. This is my laser temperature. I think it's called Electech, Etekcity. If I can talk right. I got that on Amazon or eBay, one or the other. We're at 139. I'm trying to get this melted to stay melted. I don't want to burn the oils. I don't like bringing them up to that high a temperature. So this one's off. This one is at 150. I'm thinking that's probably hot enough. We're at 150. This is just under 200. So I'm going to get my stick blender. And I also need 2 ounces of coconut. So I'm going to turn this on. Add my coconut and hopefully melt that in too. So it's all the same temperature. Coconut. Maybe that'll help this stay in a liquid state. $150. Brought the coconut, brought it down to about 160, so that's good. I'm trying to get that coconut mixed in. It looks like it's helping with the wax. I don't know, I'm trying to put it on a little bit just to get it remelted. Yeah. BTMS 50 is tricky stuff, I think. Tricky. Yes. 180 seems to be the melting point of BTMS 50, and I believe that's what it was when I looked it up. It's really high temperature. So I'm at 180. I'm just gonna try. I'm just have to stick with it. So we've got our stick blender ready. Right. Okay. So pretty good. PP. So we're just gonna go for it and get it all in here. Look at that. It's still gelling up. But hopefully it will combine. Get everything off of my thing here. Let's see. And these are off. I'm gonna take this off the burner. I use a lot of conditioner in my hair usually, depending on what brand it is. So hopefully I won't have to use a whole bunch of this. Where are we at? 150. So we want to let this drop in temperature. And one way to do that is to get a bowl with some cool water. Where'd my bowl go? It was using it yesterday. I wonder if this will fit in here a little bit. Nope, that's too small. Don't know where I put my big bowl. Now you could make this without a preservative, but you're gonna have to keep it in your refrigerator. So make sure whatever bottle or container you put it in, you've washed it thoroughly with soap and water. Let it dry, and then also you can put some 91% rubbing alcohol in there and let that dry as well, which is what I did. So I'm gonna be putting my leftovers in my mason jar, and I'm gonna be filling up this container here. Now you don't want to add your preservative until this is like around 100 degrees though. This is way too hot to add any kind of preservative. Otherwise you're going to lose the integrity of your preservative. So, oh my Lord. What do you do with my bowl? That's so weird. Well, I'm gonna fill that up. Water. So, I've got my trusty bowl here, and I put ice pack in it. So that'll actually really help cool it down a little quicker. Okay, it does fit. Look at that. Bring you guys over. Whoops, there's some water. I'm always messy. Good thing I clean up. All right, move my paperwork so it doesn't get messed up. Ooh, squishy. Oh, water everywhere. 128. So that dropped it pretty quickly. I think I'm okay if I take this out and just keep stirring it. There, I'm just going to keep stirring it with my spatula. It looked like I cooled it off enough. It's starting to thicken up, and I want it to stay consistently smooth. So let's see how this goes. Looks like I may want to stick blend it some more, just so it stays smooth. Well, that is extremely thick and creamy. And I'm glad I kept blending because it looked like it was kind of clumping. And now it looks like it's one consistent. Consistent thing here. So, alrighty. It just smells earthy because of the hemp oil, but it doesn't really have a coconut scent, or it just smells clean. It smells nice. Ooh, so I'm gonna probably have to pipe that in. I'm gonna get me a piping bag. And you can put your piping bag over a cup, clean cup, and scoop it in that way. That is really thick and creamy. Oh, I can't wait to try this. This looks so luscious. Very lush. Oh, that's right. I gotta add my preservative. Gotta add the preservative. So it was 0.35. Put this on. Nope. Mix that in. Oh my gosh, it's so creamy. I'm gonna just stir it in the sides, top. Everything off my spatula. Make sure everything is mixed in really good. It's amazing. So it looks like the coconut cream in the can. You know how thick it is, and it won't like shake out. That's how thick it is. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to try this. Oops. Go there. Get this and put it in our piping bag. So we've got our jar container. I'm just gonna pipe it in. Oops. Probably could be in a jar. It's so thick. It is like, it's really thick. Look at that. It's crazy. Most of the conditioners you get at the store are mostly water, so I had no idea how thick or creamy this would be. A little bit more maybe, and I'll be filled to the top. That's amazing. There's my container, totally full, and it smells really just nice and plain and creamy. And then it squeezes out really nice. I wasn't sure if it would squeeze out, but it does, so that's good. Stick that back in there. Alrighty, so I will come back and let you guys know how this was. And if you thought this was really fun or cool, check out the Thermal Mermaid. She's got a website, and so you can, I think you can, so she didn't sponsor this in any way, but what it was you can either pay monthly or you can pay a lifetime membership to get a bunch of her recipes and tutorial videos for bath and body stuff. And I've not really seen a good conditioner recipe that I've come across. And this was the one that I thought was the best one to try. And so I'm really excited to try this, and I will go take a shower. I will condition and show you guys what it looks like afterwards. So if you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I will put the link to the Thermal Mermaid if it's something you're interested in wanting her recipe. I'm not going to give out her recipe, but you can subscribe or pay monthly, or she does have some free videos on YouTube as well. So check out her channel, Thermal Mermaid. And this is just a shout out to her. And I'm going to try this out and I'll let you guys know how it is. So cool. So we see you guys after I take a nice quick shower here at Pecos Bob Bay. And I'll show you how shiny and soft my hair looks, because right now it's looking kind of dull and dry and frizzy. So let's go see how it works. See you in a bit.